Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey, and Daytona, Florida. So, Knowledgefest Atlantic City 2025 was this past weekend, and it was an amazing show. It was a great turnout. The weather was really good. Good amount of people showed up. My class went amazing. The class was full, very interactive, ton of questions, a ton of good information, a ton of great feedback. I brought my family with me this time, so me, Carly, Christina, and Sumo had an amazing time. Got to spend a lot of time together. So we spent a lot of time with Soundstream. We've been doing product development with Soundstream for like 2 or 3 years now, and we're really excited. It's almost here. The radio that we helped them develop for the Slingshot. They did a great job with the radio for the Harley market. There's a few versions of the radio for the Harley market. I felt there was a need for a factory fit, 100% weatherproof, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, something you could see in the sun, and most importantly, factory fit and finish. Talked to Ronnie about it a couple years ago. He didn't think that that there was enough of a market for it. So he shelved the idea for a little bit, and then he gave me a call and he said that we're gonna move forward with it, and I'm glad they did, because we do a lot of slingshots at the shop, and at my shop I refuse to put a car radio in a slingshot because it's gonna get wet, it's gonna get destroyed. So what we've been doing is retrofitting the factory unit from the higher models into the lower models. That gets costly and it's hard to find units. The newer Slingshots 2020 and up pose another challenge because the thumb control data, you require a special module. You can't just use a regular off-the-shelf module. And then there's a lot of features that you lose by removing that unit from the dash. So Soundstream has fixed this with the new unit they're coming out with, and I'm really excited for it. Sound Digital, their new XP amps promise big power improvements over the last year's amplifier. So the bigger models, especially the monoblocks, are supposed to have a lot more copper, 30 to 40% more copper, which means more current flow, which means more power. The more power you can feed into the amplifier, the more power you can get output, AC voltage, RMS on the output side. So I'm excited for that. We actually have a shipment on the way of the new XP amps, and the first thing I'm going to do is test the Evo X2 3000.1 up against the new XP 3001 and make sure that we're getting the output that they promised. I believe they will, because Blown Budget Baggers built a really nice CVO, and it was in the Ground Zero booth, and it was running the new XP amps, and the bass sounded really good. They were fiberglass and reinforced stock bags with some Ground Zero 10s, and it sounded, I was very impressed with the way the bike sounded. Truilia was there showing off their woofers. I'm really impressed with what this company's been doing. A few of my installer friends across the country run them and swear by them. This demo that I got this weekend made me a believer. The amount of bass that was coming off one of the smallest enclosures I've ever seen was super impressive. So if you get a chance to check them out, they're doing really nice things. American Hardbags is probably one of the booths that I spent the most time with. I got to talk with Robert Gomez, so we've interacted online a bunch of times, but this is the first time we got to meet in person. This dude is a genius, and in the motorcycle audio market, I definitely look up to this guy. He's been doing motorcycle audio since 2012, I believe. And I believe there's nobody out there that hasn't at least touched one of his products. If you're doing motorcycle audio, he literally pioneered motorcycle audio with the first cutting kits, putting 10-inch woofers in the bags, custom harnesses so you can do quick disconnect on the saddlebags, T-harness. Since I've been in the game, I think he's done everything first. I've been in the game for motorcycle audio game for about 10 years, and he's been in for 13, 14, 15. So I know for a fact the first time I ever cut a set of bags was using his template kit. He's got a lot of new parts coming out for the 2024 that I really like. Tweeter mounts for the saddlebags. His new 5x7 and 6x9 adapters look really cool. They have included aluminum tweeter ring, plug and play harnesses for all the years. He's got a solution for mounting amplifiers in every location of the bike and routing wires the same way the factory would. So if you're doing a 2024, 2025, he has custom harnesses that run and route the wires around the back, just like Harley does in the Rockford setups. So it makes it easy to upgrade from the factory setup or upgrade your current setup to have the fit and finish of the factory setup. Had a lot of really nice stuff. Nemesis Audio had a really nice display. They had a bunch of equipment on display. I didn't realize the line was so large. I'm disappointed that Jay Ford wasn't there with his bike. Jay runs all Nemesis Audio on his bike, so it would have been nice to hear his bike along with the car that they had. They have a lot of nice product to offer. I see why Jay's a fan of the product. DAS had a hell of a pool party on Saturday night. It was a good time. Everybody was hanging out by the pool. Diamond Audio had a really nice looking bike. I was impressed by the fit and finish. Everything went together flawlessly, even though this bike had 10-inch lower fairing pods. They didn't look out of place. The bike looked really good. I love the green Kicker Jeep. Of course, had a ton of bass. Kicker's known for making a ton of bass. The fit and finish of the install was flawless, but I was most impressed by the door panels. Anybody that's worked on a new body style Jeep Wrangler knows there's absolutely no room in those doors. They built out the panel nicely, had the speakers sitting nice and flush. It was really, and then the Jeep sounded really good. Whoever put that together did a great job. Modus was there showing off their new amplifiers. These amplifiers are probably going to be the wave of the future because a lot more electric cars are coming out, and the electrical system for a lot of these newer cars are so sensitive that we can't be drawing a ton of current from the factory electrical system. So the way these amplifiers work is they actually have a lithium battery inside. So instead of the amplifier pulling directly from the electrical system of the car only charges the battery on the amplifier, and then the amplifier pulls the current it needs from the internal battery. It's pretty slick the way that works. Sony was there. They had a bunch of great looking, great sounding cars in their booth, but that's nothing new. Sony makes some of my favorite entry level speakers. They perform like much more expensive speakers, and that's exactly what we got from these demo cars that we listened to. So check out some of the footage of the show.
Anybody learn anything they want to tell me about? Yeah, see, you just want to get there and get the drink tickets. So, drink tickets. The first manufacturers on the front have all the tickets, and then the second ones have a few. So you know where that. The NBA booth, we got the rest of them. Tomorrow we got lunch for you guys on the show floor. You got your lunch tickets. Come Sunday, we got you the same thing. That's for all the retailers. So we appreciate you guys coming. You want to get your rebates for the hotel? Saturday and Sunday at the NBA booth, come by, just show us your reservation, and we'll give you the money pretty quick. However, whatever avenue you're going to come to. Get you some money to have some fun time to play. We really appreciate all of you coming to this event. It makes all the difference. Having an event in Atlantic City on the East Coast to allow folks that don't get the opportunity to come to an event out in Las Vegas is great. And we hope to continue to tell other retailers in this area, like NVS back there. Hey brother, how you doing? Good to see you. I'll be part of it. So to get you in there without spending a lot of time, everybody ready? Wait a minute, who wants to do the money shot? All right, everybody hands up, hands up. There you go. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got the words. with the music, right? That's typical, right? So that's that current on. Here's our amplifier. See, it actually goes down because once the battery is charged, then the microprocessor says, all right, charge, done. I don't have to draw as much current. Same system.
Well, is inside the magnetic gap and under control for 63% more of the travel vertically. Let me show you what I mean. Here's my crown volume speaker. And this is the magnet. It's the ring magnet cut in half. This is the magnetic donut.
A lot of companies make the radio T harness because I helped to make it. American Hardware has been a product development consultant for a lot of companies. When I got the opportunity to do my own, though that was just mine and wasn't another company, I definitely took it to the next step. So you notice that there's a number of.
But that's not real, the real set of reasons. Okay? Take any pictures you want, I'll give you the slide.
Basically 95% of the people still from or even the young people. No. I mean, mostly I come here, every 46 days, but I don't live here. It's like some. That's why I live here. I had the plan before to live here, but our team